Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with our daily advice for August 15th, 2017. Thank you for joining me. So we're looking at the energies that surround us at this time and what we need to know about these energies so that we can use them for our highest good. Since we are looking at energies, these will play out in different ways for different people. Talk about different things for different people. So try to keep an open mind and take away the message of the reading and then apply it to your own situation if you feel that it speaks to that. And let's just jump in. So the first card that we have representing the influence of the past on our current situation, we have the Temperance card. This is a major arcana card and it talks about a time of waiting. Okay, it's coming up as a time of waiting. We may have had to, keep ourselves busy for a while because we were waiting for something that wasn't really within our control. It's, like where you keep yourself busy while you're looking for a job and you either work on the house or you work on the garden or you spend more time with family or you spend more time with your kids to try and keep yourself busy in a constructive way, in a positive way, as opposed to focusing on, okay, how many days, hours, minutes has it gone by since I applied for that job and I haven't heard back, and so on and so forth. So not giving into that fear and anxiety. And just, trying to find something to keep us balanced while we wait. This is very much a divine timing kind of energy. So things come together when they're ready to come together or when they are meant to come together, okay? It's not when we want them to necessarily. And this is what is influencing us, okay? This is something that we've been going through and dealing with, and this is what is influencing us today. Today we have the Prince of Swords, and we've just seen the Prince of Swords in the daily for the 14th, and he was in the future position. So the Prince of Swords is our main energy today, sees movement, change. For some this is charging ahead, for some this is deciding, you know what, I've waited long enough, I'm just going to shift course. While for others it's things really starting to pick up speed, okay, really coming out of this waiting period, and not only that, but we have to hit the ground running as well. And this is very much focus, determination, and very much, go type of energy, where you may feel like you need some time to think or you need some time to, kind of catch a breath, especially if, we're coming out of a time of waiting, or we're coming out of a time where things were comfortable, or we're coming out of a time when we had a lot of time on our hands, and all of a sudden we find ourselves in a very fast-paced environment where we have to make fast decisions, we have to go a lot of different places, we have to talk to a lot of different people, we have a lot of different tasks and responsibilities and roles that we now have to fill, and it's very much keeping us on our toes. So it's definitely, hit the ground running kind of energy with these two. And yes, focus is the way to go. Prioritizing is also something that we want to do. If we know what the goal is, then we can set our priorities in terms of, okay, this is number one, this is my main focus, and then I can fill time with this or this or this or this, so that I can cover all my responsibilities. But prioritizing will definitely help, and that means keep your eye on the prize. Okay, what is the end goal? What is the ultimate goal? And that's what we're working towards. And what this does is it actually keeps us on track. And even though things are very, very fast moving, we still know which direction we're going, and so we can still make conscious decisions and choices so that we still go in that direction, as opposed to getting lost because we're pulled in so many different ways. Okay, the energy that we're moving into tomorrow with, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords here is definitely a card that talks about strategy and prioritizing. That's exactly what this is. This is how we move forward. It may be that, we're starting a new job and we're getting, kind of thrown into the deep end. We're taking on additional roles or additional responsibilities, even though we haven't a lot of time to figure things out and be comfortable with what we're doing new. We just have to do it. There's no wait time. We can't say, okay, put a pause on things, let me figure this out. We just have to get it done. And so it's all about strategy, okay, planning, getting organized, and keeping that keen, sharp mind, okay? Which again it comes with keeping the eye on the prize, okay? This is also a card that says that maybe some sacrifice is going to have to be made. And the sacrifice that comes through mostly, or more strongly, is that of sacrificing the old way of doing things, because it will not apply to the new circumstances. It simply cannot apply. It's different things, night and day. And so it's about keeping that open mind to be able to say, okay, well, I could use this and this and this and this and this in my new situation, environment, role, whatever this is. These things I can't really use. These things are actually going to hold me back. These approaches, mindsets, actions, ways of doing things don't fit my new circumstance. So making very quick judgments on that. A clear mind is the way to go, and keeping our eye on the prize is how we keep a clear mind, okay? And our guidance card is 87, Synchronicity. So 87 is a 15, that's a 6, so we had a 6 for the 14th as well, but it was a double 6. So with this, it's about empowerment, where we feel confident and comfortable that no matter what is thrown our way, we're going to be fine, we're going to make it through, we're going to do a good job with it. And that's how we reach that balanced stage. Synchronicity is also a card that says, you know what, there's going to be lots of stuff happening, again, that is on divine timing. And even though we may have tried really hard to get this going before, even though we may have tried really hard to move things in a certain direction, it just didn't happen because it wasn't the right time for that to happen. And the Synchronicity card today tells us to pay attention, you know, to ask ourselves, okay, why did this come together now, but it couldn't before? Because that's how we understand a little better in terms of how divine timing works, or how the universe works in terms of manifestation. And so we're asked to pay attention to coincidences. We're asked to ask these questions in terms of, okay, well, this is finally happening. I wonder why it couldn't happen until now. What was I doing until now? What kind of mindset was I in? What kind of people were around me? Okay, what kind of situations was I a part of? And we start to see a common thread. We start to see a reason behind it, okay? Or even if we can't put our finger on it exactly, at least we see that there's something thought out almost. Like something, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, played things out in such a way that it makes sense that they're happening this way now, okay? There's also a need to go with the flow, to embrace new opportunities, to embrace things that are off schedule, to embrace offers, invitations today that seem to be directed towards us, okay? Whereas it's something that falls in your lap, it's something that kind of almost hits you in the face, that sort of thing, because it's very clear that it was meant for you. That's the message here. And we need to, you know, save room in our diaries, in our schedules, in our day-to-day for the unexpected, because yes, things are starting to manifest and we're starting to see things come together and move forward, but there's still more going on beneath the surface or behind the scenes. So there's still changes and adjustments that are going to have to be made along the way. So it's good to stay in that flexible mindset. Okay, where you know, it's like, I know where I want to get to, I know what my goal is, I kind of have a plan on how to get there. However, if that were to happen, I could make it work. If that were to happen, I could make it work. That doesn't change my end goal. It may change the path I take to my end goal, but it doesn't change the goal. And that's how we keep ourselves in a flexible mindset. But definitely a day for synchronicities, divine timing, for us to get a better understanding of how divine timing works directly, you know, for ourselves, individually. Things coming together, and there's more to come. So it's important that we embrace, we make the best of it, but we also leave room for flexibility, because there's more things to come together for us. So that is our reading for today. I hope that it makes sense. I hope that it helps. Thank you so much for all your support. Hope you enjoy your weekly readings. Hope you enjoy the monthlies and any of the special offer readings. Hope you enjoy those. But let's have a really great day, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Take care.